Name, rank, hometown.
My name's Adam Yankee.
Yeah.
I was a corporal, and my hometown is Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Okay. How did you hear about the Wounded Warrior program?
You talking about for this trip?
Yeah, like what brought you here?
Alright, so where I live in Greenville, South Carolina, I'm a veteran advocate.
Yep.
And I work for a nonprofit, and as far as the Wounded Warrior universe goes, this is really confusing to civilians, and I like to clarify it because it means a lot to us.
Yes.
Guys that got injured. There's a thing called Wounded Warrior Project, which is the biggest nonprofit for veterans in the world. They receive over $170 million a year, and you'll see them on the back of Heinz bottles in the States and Canada.
Yeah.
So they're a pretty big deal, and I don't want to talk bad about them, but you know, I feel like local efforts do a better job.
Yeah.
And once you get wounded, depending on your branch, you're put into a wounded unit, which is called Wounded Warrior Battalion or Regiment. So like in the Marine Corps, it was Wounded Warrior Regiment, and depending if you were East Coast or West Coast, you were in that Wounded Warrior Battalion. I was in Wounded Warrior Battalion East Coast, which is in Camp Lejeune, Jacksonville, North Carolina. And how this whole trip came about was a guy named Rob, Master Sergeant Rob. So every Wounded Warrior regiment dedicates one active duty staff NCO or officer to serve as a disc. And what a disc is they're basically like social workers for the Marines that got out that are wounded.
Like a kind of like a mentor sort of thing?
Beyond that, they make sure that their retirement process and their pension go through smoothly.
Okay.
And they don't kill cops and become homeless.
Yeah, okay. So they assist in the transition from one area of life to the next.
They're there for the guys that get retired and they get out of the military, and then they're pensioners in that state. Because once you cut your ties with the military, you're like alone. You don't have brothers and sisters to help you through the process. I mean, you just go it solo. And the problem is that like myself and Jonathan, another gentleman on this trip, we work as veteran advocates for a nonprofit that does the same kind of social work and stuff. And we fancy ourselves the guys that are squared away. We're almost done with college. You know, we're doing everything right. But hell, I had a bout with Ambien and the medicines that they gave us, and I got arrested. So like, even the guys you think are good to go face unique problems due to PTSD and other combat injuries. That even if you're like squared away in college, you know, you're adapting to civilian life well. Like you can snap your finger and it's just devastation. Like it's just game over. And once you get that shit on your record, it's
on there.
And that really pigeonholes your career options once it's happened. So
absolutely.
So these guys are extremely overworked. And I mean, all right. So for the workload I do in my civilian job, like I might have to help 6 to 8 dudes a month. Rob covers the entire state of Florida. So every single Marine, and Florida's population is ginormous, has to help every single Marine that was retired out that's wounded, or any Marine that needs help. So they're very overtasked, and they're, it just takes a lot out of them. And he was great enough to hook up with the Marine Corps League, which is also another nonprofit, kind of like the VFW or American Legion in the States, but for Marines. And 40 of them put all their money and time together to bring us down here and give us the best time of our lives. It's
there you go,
amazing. Like, I mean, words can't express how gracious we all are for the experience. And I really feel like we've all made lifelong friends here.
Absolutely.
And, I know for a fact that one of my co-workers back in South Carolina, he was a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps. He actually served with me in Iraq, and we operated together a few missions and stuff. He gave up his ticket to give a ticket to Matt, Big Country. So that, because he's going through divorce and some rough times, like Marines, shit, life happens. And now he's been smiling the whole week. You've seen it yourself.
Absolutely.
He's been doing fantastic, and that kind of selflessness is.
It's kind of what
profound. It's really it's really what we all kind of model it after. I mean, all these guys here have given like thousands of dollars of their own personal money just so that we have a good time. And and it's not like it's just giving back. It's the brotherhood, it's the community, and then it's just giving back.
Yeah.
And the only big problem is that when you throw something like this on, it's really hard to find people that'll commit to it. Because you know, like, you feel kind of bad because they're like, you always feel like there's somebody worse off that needs this more than me. But it's so hard to find somebody that'll commit and actually do it.
I mean, it's one of those actions speak louder than words type scenarios, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just feel like from this first experience as the pilot group that it was flawless. Yeah. I mean, the entire trip, the logistics, the fun. You didn't feel like you're being like on a timeline. You know, it was like shaka bra, chill. You know, we're on catamarans eating fish. Yeah. You know, we're drinking beer. You caught a trophy marlin. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, my first time saltwater fishing, I caught one of the most amazing trophy fish in the world. Yeah. You know, so I mean, I can't wait till I'm at a better point in my life financially to give this experience to another veteran. Well, I would love to host and pay for another guy to come down here and get what I got.
Absolutely, I think that's beautiful. I share the same sentiment. I mean, on that note, is there a bit of wisdom or something you'd like to say to the next group that's coming on down here?
The next group is the best advice I give to anybody as a wounded veteran and as a Marine is don't be a recluse, don't shut yourself in. It's so easy to do that, and we get so caught up in our nightmares and our problems and our trauma. It's take this trip and just be loose and use it to soothe your soul. Yeah. And then get a good base. But the best thing I think I've fostered and developed here is lifelong friendships with some of the people that have put this on. Like, I feel like I can make one international call and those guys would be flying to my house tomorrow to make sure I'm okay. Yeah. You know, or I want to come down here with my kids, you know, like I'll cover the plane ticket. Yeah. They'll meet me at the airport and then they'll host us down here, you know, we'll do barbecues and straight up. It's just about it's about believing in what we did, you know, it's about, you know, whether you believed in the war or not, we've been through hell together, and just because you got out doesn't mean it stopped. You know, that hell is still in your mind, it's still in your life. And
it's very much still
I mean, you know, pan the camera over there, man, and, you know, this is what they're giving us. Yeah. This is what they're giving us, man, so I just can't wait to give this experience to another veteran and pay it forward, man.
Exactly, man, that's the name of the game.
Drink some Imperials.
Hey man, well, thank you so much, dude. You've been